Ciao guys, and welcome back to Refeel Yoga. In the video of today we will talk about one of the best pranayama, maybe the most known pranayama, but because we have great effect of harmonizing, balance, energizing all our being. And the name of this technique is Nadi Shodhana, the alternative nostril breathing. Nadi Shodhana pranayama is one of the most common and well-known breathing practice. Why? Because it's part of different pranayama that in the end they come inside all the same group, and it can be performance in a very easy beginner way, going through all the phases until it become a very advanced practice. When we work with this breathing technique, we are working with the two channels that are left and right. We are working also with the two different energy, minus and plus, female and male. So when these two energy become balanced at the zero, means that we are open and our channel is open to make the Kundalini happens and eventually reach illumination. Or eventually when we are in this state of zero, when we are in a perfect harmony, in perfect balance. So work with this breathing is a great way to create this kind of balance, this state of equanimity of the mind, the peace, and really open our mind and prepare eventually for a deep relaxation and eventually to a state of bliss, eventually to a state of illumination. The different step of the Nadi Shodhana, going from the very, again, beginner one, where we just inhale and exhale through the nostril, alternative nostril, going to the step where we include also the full retention and the void retention, so the phase become 4, inhale, in, exhale, and in with no air inside. And then eventually the other step that we will include, that is when we start to use the magic, then when we will include also the rhythm, because the rhythm is the secret part, where the magic of yoga and the magic of pranayama start. So there are different studies that are demonstrated that when we start to use a specific rhythm, our mind start to work in a different way, and the effect of balance and harmony of our being, it will be the start for something more amazing. Of course, all the book is not talking about which effect we are reach, and this is what you need to feel with yourself, we need to feel with your practice. But eventually, in the book, in the ancient book, we talk about clairvoyance and the reading of the mind and this, reading of the future and all this magic of Hasna chakra and this what is this level of consciousness. Now you can believe or not the magical part. I like it to believe this, so it's something that I really like. But if you want to talk just at the physical level, at the scientific level, anyway, there are many studies that really demonstrate that they are show how this breathing it's really create this balance of the mind, because we are breathing one side and the other one, the input at the brain will arrive left and right until the moment that we arrive at this 0 point where the energy start to flow in, or anyway our body will regenerate, because there are a great amount of oxygen that come in, and there are this state of peace and calm that we are creating. We are working with our nervous system, and there are plenty of physical action that will happen with this simple breathing technique. The last stage, it will include also all the bandha, and in this case it will be the Anuloma Viloma, and is another pranayama where it's more advanced and you need to practice before for amount of time before arrive to what is the last practice and this performance more advanced. But to start, it's really good and great way is start with the simple one, Nadi Shodhana, what we will try today. And I always teach to start with the times, the rhythm of 1, 1, 1, 1 for the 4 phase that we will going to use. The ratio is 1, 1, 1, 1 means if you start to breathing for 4, inhale for 4, you will keep for 4, you will exhale for 4, and you will keep with no heart for 4. The magic formula that most of the yogis are using is 1, 4, 2, 4. Means that if you inhale for 4, then you will keep the air inside for 16. You will exhale for 8, and you will keep with no air inside and avoid retention for 16. From this base, you can go and grow until the moment that maybe your unit will be 32, 64, and so on. So how you can see also in advanced practice, you can go and become more and more advanced because there are the possibility to grow with this number infinite. And for this reason, this breathing technique again is the most using because you can start for a very simple practice and go in a very advanced practice. Great, I think that with this we conclude the teaching and we start to go to the practice. So we go through the technique and then we will practice together and see what happens. Again, I remind you that this breathing technique, if you keep in the most easy way, it's amazing and there are no big contraindication. If you start to go through more advanced practice, it's always suggested to do this with some expert that maybe follow you, with your guru or with someone that is already practiced this technique for a long time. Always remember in any pranayama, if you go through a kind of discomfort, you start to feel that you need to breathing or you have this hyperventilation, is good to stop, a good advice to stop, breathing normal back and then eventually go back to the practice. And eventually in Nadi Shodhana, I always suggest if you have some kind of discomfort, eventually to skip the void retentions when you are no air in the lung and you try to keep for a long time. Maybe you start with the 3 phase, that is the inhalation, the full retention in and the exhalation, and then when you feel stable and comfortable with these 3 steps, you can put the 4th step, that is the void retention, and then again growing out with the number and go on and become mastering this practice. It's amazing practice to use before meditation, in the end of the class, or also again if you need to go through some kind of mental work. The practice. Like as usual, 3 deep ventilation before start with the pranayama. After that, the right thumb will close the right nostril and we will inhale through the left. First phase. Second phase, we hold the breath in and then we close the left nostril and we exhale on the right. Again, the 4th phase is stay in void retention and then inhale again on the right, full retention, exhale on the left, void retention, and this is 1 round. Now, because we already talked about the effect of balancing of this pranayama, and like you will see, we are breathing before from one nostril and then the other one, it's very important that then when you start to practice, always remember to finish with the exhalation through the left side. This is very important to create balance on your being. Otherwise, if you start to go and confound this inhale and exhale, you will create a kind of imbalance in yourself, and in the long term, it can be quite uncomfortable, especially at energetic level. And also if we don't see the effect immediately because it's not at the physical level, in the long term, we can have some kind of discomfort. So because we are working with the balance, we try to, keep this equal. So remember to start the practice with the inhalation on the left side and finish all the round with exhalation through the left side. Great. The using of the hand, eventually it can become a mudra. There are many schools that tell you to put the 2 fingers where Ajna chakra is to help the stimulation of this chakra, because of course this breathing is very connected with the Ajna chakra and is a great activation and purification for this chakra, for this level of consciousness. And there are many schools that become also this a mudra, so a gesture that help the connection with the energy. There are some schools that teach you to go just like this, we're not touching the center. I saw people doing just close one nostril and then close the other one. Again, try and see what is more comfortable for you, what more efficient for you. Personally, I always close with the right and I use the finger on my forehead, and then I go with this. If I take this breath for a long time, sometimes I change hand because, I feel that this arm is tired and I go to the other side. The time, I forgot to tell you this, guys. This breathing can be part of your daily practice. It can be practiced every day. The minimum amount of time suggested to have some kind of active is 20 minutes. Start with 20 minutes and go. You can go also for half an hour, 40 minutes. 40 minutes start to become perfect time, but of course to start maybe with 15 minutes, 20, and then slowly go up. You can arrive also until 1 hour. It was I did some training in some time where I was doing this for 1 hour, and of course the effects are incredible, powerful. But again, you need to go slowly, step by step. Okay, so again, 3 deep ventilation. Inhale, close the right nostril. Inhale to the left. Hold. Exhale through the right. Void retention. Inhale to the right. Hold. Exhale through the left. Void retention. This is 1 round. Okay, so we start. And we start again with the ratio of 1, 1, 1, 1. Using the unit of 4. So you can start with 4, and then if you want to increase 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever you like it. Again, it's your practice. Go step by step and be gentle with yourself. Okay? So inhale through the nose. Exhale to the mouth. In. Out. In. Out. Right thumb, inhale to the left. Hold the breath. Exhale on the right. Void retention. Inhale right. Hold the breath. Exhale left. Void retention. And 1 round is done. When you start this practice, you can always take a break between one performance and another one. Remember again to exhale on the left side. Going on with the practice and become more expert and more familiar with the practice, the goal is to go straight, never stop. When you finish, you inhale again on the left and you go on left and right, okay? But again, anytime that you feel that you need to take a breath, that you need to take a breathing, exhale on the left side, take a breath, and then come back again to the practice, okay? So again, inhale deep. Exhale. Right thumb, close right nostril. Inhale left. Hold the breath. Exhale right. Avoid retention. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Avoid retention. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Avoid retention. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Avoid retention. And now you can try to go with your time, on your time, and I will put the metronome so you can really count in the perfect time and until the moment that I will stop. Again, focus your attention on the purification of the Sushumna Nadi, and you can imagine when you inhale through one nostril, for example left, to come up in the center of the forehead, go all around the head, down to the back of the neck, follow all your left side of the spine, come down, and for the man go to the left testicle and the woman the left ovary. And then when we exhale, we image the energy that again go back from the ovary, come up, and exhale to the opposite nostril. Okay, so when you inhale to the right, you image this line of energy go down on the right side, and exhale on the left and go home. Okay, so go with your practice. And make this your last round. Remember to finish with the exhalation to the left side, to the left nostril. And when you finish, take your hand to the knee, your eyes closed. Observe the effect of this practice, the balance between the left and right, hidden Pingala, the purification of the Sushumna Nadi, the main channel, a state of peace, calm, harmony, balance, and focus of the mind. And in this amazing state, for today I conclude the teaching and the practice. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you guys to follow me in this teaching. Remember, if you like our content, subscribe and like, and if you have any question, we are always available. Have a good time. Thank you. Bye bye.